Hey guys, welcome to our review of episode 5 of House of the Dragon. If you like these, consider contributing to us on Patreon so we can do some of these extra TV streaming series reviews for you guys. So let's jump right into the episode. As I said last time, thought it was one of the best episodes of the season. I'm really on board. And in my opinion, we get another really good episode. This one, of course, it's not, we got a wedding. We have a royal wedding, and it's not at the level of the Red Wedding, but few television series and moments can equal the Red Wedding. This one does have its own hoopla in the middle of the wedding, as things are really starting to fall apart now for King Viserys, and all of the players who are vying for the throne are putting their plans into action. So, another good episode with political intrigue, character motivations. No real, battles or action in this one, but this is what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, there's some bashing of some heads in. So I thought it was another strong episode. What did you think?
I like this one better than I did last episode. This one had more
okay,
of the
even
stuff.
Better.
Yeah, like it had like stuff that I actually wanted to see. Otto's still trying to make a play for the throne. He's like, look, and just talking to Alicent.
Saying goodbye to his daughter because he's no longer the Hand of King. Get the fuck out.
But he's still trying to be like, hey, you gotta go make your
to
play.
do your thing.
And the gossip from that weird stranger. He's like, I don't know if Rhaenyra.
Yeah, this guy's smelling the roses here. He's walking with a cane. He seems crippled, but he's really kind of the eyes and ears.
Gossip.
Getting a lot of this stuff behind the scenes here, and he's starting to make appearances in the episode in a more meaningful way. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that I'm really liking, and I did like the battle. The wedding that kind of happened.
There wasn't no battle.
Yeah, but it was still pretty gory and sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
I loved it. I think it feels like the prologue for Game of Thrones is over. Like the first 3 episodes felt like, I don't want to say you could skip it, but you could almost skip it. And last episode was great, and this episode I think it feels like the show is coming together. This is the first time I've seen Otto actually talk like he was a person who was interested in the world, and he's talking to his daughter in a way that it's fascinating. He's like, he always kind of understood how things were going, but he's like, this is the first time I've seen him on screen go, you and your kids are going to die. They're going to kill you. And he's pulling some strings. Now, it's kind of weird that he's like, you're in danger. I'm fucking getting out of here.
Your best friend's motivation is to kill your children. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. And he's fucking off. He's just like, I know I'm your father, and I could be hanging out here to like look out for you, but I'm going to go somewhere else. And there's a lot of new characters in here. Well, they're new characters that are coming forward that are showing that they're going to be more a part of it. This actually feels like Game of Thrones, classic Game of Thrones, because you have people and they're all self-serving, and they're actually talking about it. It's not behind the scenes. It's not inferred. You have the guy in the garden. He's the oldest son of the Hand of the King, and he's poking the queen, and he's just stirring shit up. And I like to see. I think that's when Game of Thrones is working the best, when you have a bunch of players, they're all trying to make something happen, and the person who can outthink everybody is the person that wins and gets their ass on that chair. And this feels like we're building up towards that. So like this was a really great episode for me.
Directed by Claire Kilner and written by Charmaine de Gratte. So well done. And yeah, I'm feeling all of that. We've got different subplots going in here. Basically, this episode has Rhaenyra doing her duty and basically marrying Lenore, the son of Lord Quarrels, so that they can join the 2 more powerful houses. Now, this rubs a lot of people the wrong way. It rubs, obviously,
Sir Christian.
We called him Colton for the longest time. It's Sir Christian. His name gets mentioned a lot here. So Sir Christian is pissed off. And in fact, he makes a play. He says, why don't we run away together? Why don't we go?
He got some feelings hard.
Because I know some of the book stuff, I'm like, how the fuck are they going to get this character to where he needs to be? And I'm like, okay, I'm seeing what you're doing here with him because, like, he goes from loving Ray to being, not on her side, basically.
I'm not a whore.
And yeah, so they do a good job of that, and I think he does a good job of it. His voice is really weird to me, but I think he does a good job with his character and his acting, and
Yeah.
he really sells it to the point where it's like, okay, I understand. Yes, he's a little headstrong with, oh, my honor is now because I sullied you and I was not supposed to do that. And maybe if you marry me, that'll make up for it. And he just wants to kill himself and stuff. But hey, it's a sign of the times. Back then, that's his whole fucking life.
That's his
he
title,
took a fucking
man.
oath. It's
Yeah.
everything to him. So it makes sense that he's kind of losing it at this point. He goes from, stable guy. Maybe he was never even stable in the first place. I don't know. His best battle. But yeah, we're starting to see cracks in Lord Christian. Particularly towards the end of the episode, but we'll get there in the episode breakdown. But yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, right off the bat, Damien is doing Damien shit. I was like, holy shit, I did not expect that right away.
Yes. So we've heard, about his wife and how ugly she is and how he hates her and stuff. And I like the first time we get to meet her. She's gone. He kills her right away. Oh, shit. I don't know if he intended to do that or if he just took the opportunity right then after the episode. God, these directors are always confusing me because it's like, I like the episode the way I view it. And then he's like, does he take the opportunity or he takes the opportunity? And it's like, no, I thought he was intentioned to go there and immediately kill her,
Motherfucker put a rock to her head.
Yeah,
Basically.
he did. But as he was walking away, she talked more shit. Then he grabbed the rock and turned around. Was his intention always to grab the rock and turn around? We don't know. But that's what they said. The writers.
He can't get caught. We'll see.
I mean, she was looking to defend herself. Like, I think his intentions were pretty clear to her.
Yeah.
She's going for her bow because she thinks she's in danger, and she was in danger, and he fucking snap her neck.
Don't direct it at me. Direct it at the inside the episode where it's like, was that his intention from the very beginning, or was he taking an opportunity? I'm like, that was his intention from the fucking beginning. He was gonna go over there and kill her and take care of her, and the reason for that is because he wants to make a play for the throne, and later on we see him show up fashionably late to the wedding. In fact, takes Rhaenyra off and then talks to her in the old tongue. Is like, is this what you really want? And she's like, motherfucker, yeah, what are you going to take me? You're going to kill all the king's guard here and whisk me away to the castle? Do it. Because you ain't got the balls, all that stuff. And this sort of scene is then broken up by a boiling over, festering subplot here of secrets. So you have Rhaenyra, who's clearly interested in Lord Criston, and her husband, Lord Lenore, who's clearly interested in men. He's already got a boyfriend. And they try to make this pact on the beach, like, look, you like eating goose, and I like eating geese, and you like the duck, and I like it's the fatty goose, and so you do you, and I do me. And they're like, okay, we'll do you, I'll do me, and you
Seemed
do
like
you.
a good proposal.
Yeah, they're two smart kids. They're like, fuck it. We don't.
This is just an arrangement. It's what it is.
Exactly. Unfortunately, the queen, Alicent, is really set into motion in this episode. And this is where I thought it was really strong. This is her coming out party. This is her, okay, I'm declaring war. Essentially, I'm gonna play the game for the throne, right? She's wearing green, which is a sign usually of the High Tower of declaring war. She fucking walks in while she's interrupting her husband's speech, making a power play, forcing everybody over there. Well, she learns that Rhaenyra has lied to her, and she learns about that motherfucking little bottle, right? The terminating the pregnancy through the spy. So Otto had a spy system. The crippled guy, his helper dude, he's got spies all around. And so they learned about it. And in fact, Lord Lenore and his boyfriend also learn about it. And they think that they can use this as leverage. Oversteps himself a little bit here because it leads to conflict at the end of the wedding.
I wish we got a scene of somebody whispering into the Knight of Kisses' ear.
Is it the night? I was like, did he say he's the Knight of Kisses? And
Knight
he's
of
like, I
Kisses.
don't really know why.
Yeah,
People
but so
tell me that.
Like, would you like to scene where the guy with the cane, like leaning over and whispering in his ear, and then he goes over and talks to Kristen, and it's like, oh, okay, so we have.
The only weak part of the episode that I thought it's not necessarily weak, but I would wish they had built it up more and put more stakes and personal stuff in there between these two is the boyfriend of Lenore and Kristen.
Yeah.
Right? But it's more so that Kristen just fucking loses it. And it could have been anybody at that moment that he was going to lose it on.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Lenore, his boyfriend is fucking head bashed in. They got some really shitty fucking King's Guards and Queen's Guards because they're nowhere to be found. Nobody's fucking doing anything. I guess it's the shock that one of the King's Guard himself is committing the atrocity. So none of his soldiers or peers are stopping him, like cops, just kind of stand around and watch him. But yeah, so that shit happens, and
turn his face into hamburger meat.
Yeah, he did.
I thought it was gonna be. I was like, "Oh, really? We're gonna do a dance sequence here? Come on, what's happening?" And then the commotion happens, right? So another good aspect to it. But yeah, I like the fact that Alicent is she's being sort of manipulated by her father and pitted against Rhaenyra, and so all the half truths that the Rhaenyra had previously told her.
Technically, it wasn't him.
Yeah, she was thinking it was Daemon, but it was ended up Kristen, and she actually calls him into her chambers, and he admits it right there. He's like, "Yep, I had sex with Rhaenyra, and go ahead and kill me." And she's like, "No, you're free to go." And later on, when he's trying to commit suicide after he bashes that dude's face in, he was going to commit seppuku. Alicent stops him. And so I was like, how are they going to get him pitted against Rhaenyra if they're in love? He's an ally with sort of Alicent's faction. It's in this way.
Hell hath no fury, my friend. Like,
yeah. And so she saves his life essentially, and he's probably just going to serve her and be beholden to Alicent rather than Rhaenyra because he's also feeling a bit brushed aside that she didn't run off with him, and which would have been a stupid fucking idea in the first place. So yeah,
he thought his sex game was so good. He's like, I know you're about to be the queen of the whole world, but you want to go be poor with me, and we'll go on an orange ship. And she's
what
like,
happens when you go crazy?
Yeah, I wasn't that good.
I was gonna say,
Christian's feelings were hurt,
and it's like, ooh, buddy, you're great and all, but
yeah. So great episode all around. Let's go ahead and go final verdicts, and then we can talk about some of the other stuff that we missed.
For me, it's going to be a 9.
Woo!
I think I gave the other one an 8. This one is the 9 because everything is kind of running on all cylinders, just coming together. Mm-hmm. Everyone's trying to make a play for the throne, and just all the gossip and stuff that's going on. This what I wanted to see, and they're actually
more
being
secrets and shit talking, and yeah.
It's a 9 for me.
I was stuck between a 9 and a 10. I think this is like peak House of the Dragon. This is right up there with the intrigue level that I wanted to see from Game of Thrones. Now, it's not there, but this is its own thing, and I really, really enjoyed this one. I think I'm going to round up and go with a 10 out of 10.
Oh, shit, I didn't expect that.
I think the intrigue stuff is really working. Like, you actually, like I said earlier, it feels like the prologue is over, and it feels like we've actually started the show. Maybe last week we started the show, and now we've really hit the stride. Because we see who the players are. We know what is happening. And I wish we hadn't started so slow. In my opinion, we started really slow, but like this is great TV. So really, really liking this.
Yeah. So one aspect we didn't talk about, we'll get to, is Lord Viserys. The king. He's fallen apart, and he's having to maybe overextend himself a little. Doing a ship journey to hawk off his daughter, basically, kind of.
If only he had dragons.
It's a little pathetic, but it gets the job done. He's in bad shape, though. He's gonna have to get leeches and all this other stuff. He's not gonna be lasting much longer. Though in the promo it looks like it lasts much longer. So the promos immediately ruin things. But I liked the visuals. I liked the wedding. I liked Alicent coming into her own, and you're starting to see some of the factions form here. Even Daemon is making a play. So, man, this guy just commands the fucking screen when he's on. And even when it's not an episode about him and he's not doing fucking shit, well, he does kill his wife at the beginning. That's pretty big. But now he's fucking around with Lord Coral's, Valerian's daughter. Maybe that could be his new wife, and he's gonna ally corner with that faction. We don't know. He's a fucking wild card. It's great. I'm gonna also go with a 9 out of 10. I thought it was
Good stuff.
Good stuff here. So continue this, and we were bound to get into 10 out of 10 material. And I'm happy for it. So we'll go into the episode breakdown real quick. Hey guys, so we've already talked about it. Daemon murders his wife. Motherfucker intended to murder his wife, but at least they showed her she's a bit of a badass. But it fucking just against Daemon. Nah, not gonna work.
I can buy that they're like, well, he may not have intended to murder her here, but I refuse to believe it would actually do damage to his character if he did not show back up there, intending eventually to kill her. It was just convenient that it happened here. He saw an opportunity and he took it. But if they you made it, I didn't watch the after thing.
The after one of the directors is did he take the opportunity?
I never
the way it
watched
was
the-
filmed, she grabs her fucking bow first.
She knows she's in danger.
She knows she's in danger, yeah, for sure. But like, you don't fucking pull a gun on somebody and expect them not to do anything if they were gonna murder you.
She figured it out. She knew.
She knew.
You're back here to take my kingdom, my army.
Take everything.
Yeah, and that's even more fucked up because later on, when he's at the party, her cousin comes by and be like, "Yo, motherfucker, I know you killed her," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk with you. There's more land that was owed to me from her, so motherfucker, give me more land."
You know where you live? It's my house now. I'll see you there. I'll see you real soon.
Like, God damn, Daemon, this is fucking amazing. All right. Anyways, he's a piece of shit. And I like to have a good piece of shit in there. But he's like an interesting piece of shit. Because it looks like after the episode we're getting Joffrey piece of shit, but we'll see. Aegon is what's happening. Now, one thing we fucking forgot to mention, goddamn, this is a big thing, but if you're still here, this is going to be the last time we see the younger version of Alicent, the younger actress for Alicent, and the younger version of Rhaenyra, and the actress for Rhaenyra, and that is a fucking shame. Because over these 5 episodes, I've grown to get comfortable with them, to know them, to care a little bit more about each of their plights. And boom, we're going to get different actresses. It's like, this is jarring. I know, but this is the way they're doing it. They're actually trying to follow the books and the timeline a little bit more.
That's weird. Why would you
of power from Lord of the Rings? And so there has to be a time jump so we can get Aegon, the little boy, involved in it. And we
Viserys looking like a zombie.
Viserys just falling apart, man. So, it's just something I want to mention. It sucks. They have said that in season 2, they're gonna find parts for them, maybe in flashbacks. But I still think it's gonna be small. It's a small token to those who really are sad to see them go. But hopefully, these new actresses that replace them do a good job on their own.
They're gonna get work. They've been great.
Yeah. So we got the Lord with the Lord something. I forget this guy's name who was with the flowers. Who's he's hurt. He's got the cane. He's part of the spy network. Missed his name, but he basically tells.
He's the new hand's son.
Aha, the new hand's son
right.
tells her about the tea. And that bitch lied to me. My father just said, this bitch gonna lie to me and kill my children. These things are lining up.
She swore on her mother's grave that she didn't bang Daemon. I mean, yeah, but...
Yeah, if they would just talk it out a little bit more, but shit is getting a little out of control now.
Communication is key, man.
Communication is key, says Joe. Nice. Anyways, he basically, they get on a ship, go over to the masters of ship, these Valerians, and he offers his daughter. He's doing the alliance. And first it seems like he's not going to do it.
Yeah, because there's nobody there to welcome them.
Yeah,
They're just
he's kind of being a dick.
Half-assed.
Showing his power over a weak king. again, this show shows these really cool things in subtle ways that you may not pick up on initially, but they're saying Viserys is a weak king, brah. And so he's just taking this disrespect. Things are not going the way Viserys is thinking that they will go time and time again. Anyways, he says, well, okay, yeah, let's talk this through though. But if you're giving me your daughter, and then the line, and then we will continue the Valerians, and Viserys is like, no, we're gonna continue the Targaryens. She's taking they're taking the Targaryen name. My line is not gonna end with this just because this is a female instead of a male. So he's just again asserting his dominance. Lord Corals is trying to get one over, multiple over, and Viserys puts his foot down. This is the way it's going to be. Acceptable? Lord Corals says, okay, acceptable. Let's go ahead and do it. So we finally, we get that alliance.
Mm-hmm. There was a good portrayal here of Corlys and his wife. It's not quite Gomez and Morticia Adams, but you can tell that like they're working together.
They got a good relationship.
Yeah,
she's maybe the power.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really important because we see so many times that they're just like, oh your wife is an accessory and type thing, and it's interesting because there are
brains. He's the brawn.
Well, and she's a fucking Targaryen too, and so it's like it's nice to see that kind of
she's
respect.
The cousin of the king.
Yeah, well, she was supposed to be queen.
Yeah. One of the potential persons for the throne, and then in fact, he says that to his wife. He's like, "Look, you should have been queen." Yeah. So again, setting up a faction here. We got the conversation with Lenore and with his boyfriend, and he's like, "King consort." They're essentially happy, right? There's the dudes are kissing on the beach. They're happy with this arrangement. They're like, you're gonna have some power, everything's good, and we're gonna have a life. But then there's the annoyance that it's like, oh well, you got a wife, or you gonna fall in love, and she's like, nah, don't worry about that. And then they realize that she's already paired with someone. They don't know who yet it is. And then the show cleverly fucking cuts away to Sir Christian walking up on the boat. Hey, what's up, girl? How about we run away together?
I know I rocked your world so hard for 2 minutes.
She's like,
you want to go be poor with me? It's like,
nah.
no. It's like, dude, come on.
It's true, man.
What are you thinking?
It's true. Yeah, so he's like, let's run away together. She's like, nah. She chooses duty over him, and that pisses him off. Duty over booty. And he, from his perspective, it's, a little twisted. He's like, look, I broke my oath. You got to marry me so I can maybe restore the whole thing. And, and I was wondering how they were going to turn him against
it was pretty quick.
It was quick. I wish it was. That's why I didn't give it a 10, because it's like that. And then the guy whispering into his ear and him kind of losing it, or just need a little more. Maybe in one more episode of build up into, Anyways, so Alicent asks Christian about the act. She calls him into her chamber. He thinks, fuck, I'm in trouble, and go ahead. And I tell you what, please don't torture me. If you can just kill me right away, because my girlfriend don't even want to run away with me. I can't give it to her that good, apparently. Yeah. Just kill me. And she's like, no, she doesn't kill him. She's going to use this information. She's now playing the game. She's turning into her father in the sense that, okay, I got this thing I can put in my back pocket. Yeah. And she's like, you may go.
Yeah, she's not leaving him on the hook.
Good stuff.
There's no, oh no, you'll be fine. None of that stuff. It's like you let him.
Yeah,
let him
die on that vine, which is probably leading to his losing it later on. Anyway, we are shown in his quarters. The king is in bad shape. Leeches, and he's asking his buddy, who he's made the new hand of the king. Which I like this new hand of the king. He seems like a loyal dude, but loyal people get fucked in this universe. But anyway, he's asking. He's just wondering, have I been a good king? And the dude's like, yeah, you've been a good king, whatever. And we know the truth that, and he's basically, I've had no battles, had no major victories. He's been overseeing over peacetime, and that's good. It's good to oversee in peacetime. Unfortunately, them daggers are out, and Viserys was not really able to react in the way that he needed to react to all these things, thus preventing this disaster that's about to unfold. So we get a cool scene of the dragons flying together while the ships are sailing. So you got the alliance visually of dragons and ships and the royal wedding. And so all the great houses show up. That Lannister dude walks in, and he makes a joke about something about women. Women getting ready, man. They take forever to get ready. The wars will be over by. Joe's loving it.
True.
It is true. My girlfriend takes forever to get ready to go anywhere. Rhaenyra's like, you motherfucker, that's not funny. And you can see that Viserys is like, he's like, nah, I'm not. He's just humoring him. Like, yeah, all right, get the fuck out of here. Still, Joe thought I was.
He's waiting for his queen to get ready. She had to like, I'm gonna go over there, pissed off, wearing green.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
there you go. Anyways, so Daemon comes in last like a boss, swinging his arms. And
Got a great like fucking leather thing on. It's
yeah,
like,
that was cool.
It's like, that's a cool outfit.
Red and black, dude. Yeah, I mean, he's a piece of shit. I can't really be on his side, but I'm on his side.
Well, I want a lot of these people to die, so I'm on his side
yeah.
for it. So you kill all these people, and we'll see what happens.
Alicent then walks in. You thought he made the final entrance. Nah, Alicent makes the final entrance, walks in while the king's talking. Other people are like, "Oh, damn! Did you see what she just did?" Like, so she's starting to become her own power herself because obviously, King Viserys he's dying, and so she's gonna assert her authority. And at this moment, Daemon makes a play again. He's dealing with the cousin that's pissed off that he killed his wife. He's making googly eyes at the daughter of the the Valerians, and even talking with Rhaenyra, just seeing, is this what you really want? So all that kind of gets thrown into chaos when behind the scenes you've got this Knight of Kisses, the boyfriend of what's the guy's name? Lenore, right? For no apparent reason goes over. I mean, I guess there is a reason. He's like, dude, we know your secret, you know our secret. Let's keep these motherfucking secrets, or bad shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think
basically.
there's a way to have that conversation and have it be totally neutral, and I think he did it.
But
But
he
we'll say
fucked
that
it
like
up.
in like a half threat, and then it's just like, ooh,
Yeah, it's like, see,
you're the Knight of Kisses. I'm the Knight of beating your ass to death. So
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
beat your ass.
And
Yeah,
then he
didn't
beats
end
his
well.
ass to death. So, and I was just surprised that none of the knights are reacting, and I was like, damn, man, they ain't got no good security up in here. You need to heighten your security.
Well, last
Again,
time, what was it?
weak king.
Last time was it the little kid slayed
Right.
Oh, yeah.
during one of those presentations?
That's
I
a
was like,
duel,
okay,
though.
well,
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, while this is happening, you can see the king is just falling apart. He's bleeding from his nose. He can barely stand. It's like they're just really laying into it. And later on, like I said before, Christian's going to kill himself, but Alicent stops him, so she's got him in his pocket, and then they do the visual of the rat feeding on the blood. And here comes the rats. Get the fucking bloodlines. And oh, here we go. And yeah. So,
look at the wedding.
great fucking episode. Yeah, the wedding.
The wedding, and then he's
And-
like, yeah, I'll take you. My husband is gone.
And she's like, yeah, I feel sorry for you, man. And as I'm seeing all these things come together, I'm like, man, these factions that are opposing Rhaenyra are strong. I don't see how Rhaenyra's faction is going to be fucking strong at all. Who's supporting Rhaenyra? Well, we don't see it, but there are other houses that have already pledged, and then their hubris will be like, no, I've already pledged to Rhaenyra. I will fight for Rhaenyra. God damn it. I guess House Stark maybe and other ones.
Well, she's got dragons. I mean,
Dragons, and
ultimately,
now
yeah,
she
but-
got boats.
dragons are the nuclear option in Westeros, and she can be like, you will support me, or I will
Yeah.
burn your entire castle to the fucking
But
ground.
so does
right now."
Daemon. So maybe Daemon and her island together, they got dragons, and then that could buff their faction.
So
up.
so Daemon has one, and she's got one, and her husband has two.
Yeah,
so
but so do okay. Her husband does have.
he has
them.
two, and so she's got three. Damon's got one. No one else has any. So she's got a pretty, and then her brother.
Yeah, but
will
I
have
thought
one.
eventually, like, then her husband's faction is gonna break off from her faction, and there's just gonna be factions and everything. This is gonna be a fucking mess.
Yeah, all you need is one dragon to be a player, not necessarily win, but she's got some power.
Okay. So that's the way the show is shaping up. It's shaping up well. We
Pretty
are on
good.
episode 5 of 10. So we have the princess and the queen. So this will probably be more of the Valerian stuff. Driftmark, Lord of the Ties, the Green Council, and the Black Queen. So looking forward to these come October, and we will be reviewing them. So thank you all so much for watching and supporting the show on Patreon. Hit the subscribe button, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.